spot today, we have Kawah Ijen. Located in Indonesia, this is one of the most remarkable and interesting places on Earth.
That would be
This
so
active
good to
volcano
take a dip
emits
in.
hot, flammable, sulfurous gases. These gases ignite as they enter the oxygen-rich
I don't
atmosphere
think
of
that
Earth, and
what
this
I
causes
just said
them to
previously
burn
would
with
be
a
good
stunning
to do.
blue flame. Further scientific processes
You'd
also
be dead.
allows there to be a
You'd be
flow
very
of
dead. Top 10 scientifically impossible places that actually exist on Earth. I'm really interested to see this, you know, because like nature is interesting, you know. So let's get into it. What else?
From a boiling river to mysterious lights, all the way to a
is that?
volcano with blue lava. We are looking at some of the most remarkable
Blue lava.
places as
Honestly,
we cover the
that
top
could
10
happen.
scientifically
Because
impossible
don't fire
places
turn
that
blue.
actually exist
Like
on Earth.
like
Starting off in our
different
number 10
temperatures.
spot, we have the boiling river. It is pretty common knowledge that the Amazon is home to the longest river in the world, but there is another river found in the Amazon rainforest that is equally as astonishing, but for a very different reason. The boiling river got its name
It must be
from
like the
doing
geysers.
exactly that, as it is a river that is near a boiling point at all times. The water temperature reaches up to 93 degrees Celsius, which is just shy of the boiling point, and the steam coming off the surface of the water is an obvious warning to all living creatures that it is absolutely unswimmable. You could, however, poach an egg in this river, although that's probably not the recommended cooking method. But if you wanted to swim in the river,
you
might
know,
become
when you're in
the
Africa
poached egg.
and you
There's
don't
still
have
debate
anything,
around the source of the heat for this river,
that's where
but
you
as
go.
of right now, it is believed to be entirely natural
It
and
just has a random
geothermal.
person
Since
with
the
a
river
flute.
is not near any active volcanoes or
whatever instrument
geothermal
that is.
vents, however, it is quite an anomaly. There are, of course, more local legends that state that the river is a place of power and that the Mother of Waters is responsible for the creation of this incredible and strange river. Either way, just don't swim in it and everything will be fine. In our number 9 spot today, we have Mount Roraima. This mountain is located on the border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, and it is the highest mountain in its chain. This mountain features an unusual tabletop summit and is extremely hard to
like those
explore
Australian,
due to its steep slopes
like,
and just generally
whatever
rough
they
terrain.
call
Aside from the
dunes,
physical
not
aspect,
dunes.
however, it is extremely
Something.
difficult to get permission to climb this mountain because
That'd be
of
so
its triple
relaxing.
border.
It's
There's
just
an ancient
like
belief
what
that
she's
goes
doing.
hand in hand with this mountain that says that this mountain was once the home to a tree that produced all of the fruits and vegetables in the world. This spiritual belief has of course only increased the difficulty in getting permission to summit the mountain. Well, it has been climbed before.
What the? It's a
and
straight
few
cube.
lucky people have followed the exact same trail as
It's like
the
someone
initial
just went
climb.
and shaved
Much of the rest
the
of
mountain.
the mountain has never been explored and therefore remains uncharted territory. It is said that this mountain has over 5,000 different plant species that grow only there and nowhere else. And it is said that it looks roughly the same as it did millions and millions of years ago. This place truly is magical and it looks like a land that floats above the clouds. In our number 8 spot today, we have Moval Cave. This cave is located in Romania, just a few kilometers from the coast of the Black Sea, and it was first discovered in 1986. This cave has been isolated from the outside world for millions of years, and basically everything that goes on inside of it is different than what we are used to. The cave life is not based on photosynthesis and rather chemosynthesis. The level of oxygen in the cave is around a third of what is normally found in the atmosphere.
It's not
and of the
scientifically
48
impossible,
species
though.
found in the
Like-
cave so far, 33 of them were endemic, meaning that they can't be found anywhere else on Earth. It is just crazy that it is possible for 5.5 million years the creatures on this planet could be living an entirely different life than the rest of us inside a previously undiscovered place. It truly is
Okay, that
fascinating.
is
In our number 7 spot
scientific.
today, we have lightning. Basically, in western
Crazy.
Venezuela, right over the Catatumbo River, there are these intense, insane lightning storms, and it's a complete atmospheric phenomenon. This lightning occurs
Wouldn't wanna live
140
there.
to 160
Yeah.
nights a
Or
year,
have no metal.
9 hours per day, and from 16 to 40 times per minute. That is insane. That's so much lightning. Another thing that's so
No one's
fascinating about this
talked
lightning
about
is that
this?
it is colorful and doesn't produce any
That's
thunder.
crazy.
The lightning does change its frequency up from time to
Crazy.
time, and at one
Yeah, I
point it
couldn't do
stopped
it,
for a few
but I
weeks,
was
and
trying to
people
do.
thought that maybe it was going to have been exhausted forever, but that changed when the lightning came back, putting it right back on our list of mysteries that we just can't quite figure out. Many people have studied the lightning, trying to figure out how exactly it has been created and what makes this phenomena what it is, but we just aren't really quite sure yet. In our number 6 spot today,
I feel
we
like
have
someone
Point Nemo.
would be
You know when you
talked
take a
about it,
road
but
trip,
no,
you have to
this is the
stop
first time
somewhere to
hearing
pee,
this.
and it's always just like a random town, and you're like, wow, we're really out here in the middle of nowhere right now. Well, those random towns have nothing on Point Nemo. This is the most remote location on Earth. It's actually known as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility because it is the
New
furthest
Zealand.
point away from land. This area is surrounded by more than 1,000 miles of ocean in every direction. There's obviously no humans who live even close to Point Nemo, which is why it is called that in the first place, Nemo being Latin for no one. While this may not be a scientifically impossible place, it's just
Following
this one
the
fact
star
that is honestly
of
so shocking to me, and it's
Finding
what's on
Nemo.
this
It literally
spot
is
on
a
this
movie
list.
title.
This location
No
is
one.
so isolated that the closest people to Nemo aren't even on this Earth. Since the inhabited area closest to the point is over 1,000 miles away, the humans aboard the International Space Station are way closer than anyone is on land. Truly just wild. Kind of sounds like a dream, kind of sounds like a nightmare. I don't know. In our number 5 spot today, we have Kawah Ijen. Located in Indonesia, this is one of the most remarkable and interesting places on Earth.
That would be
Firstly,
so
this active
good to
volcano
take a dip
emits
in.
hot, flammable, sulfurous gases. These gases ignite as they enter the oxygen-rich
I don't think
atmosphere
that
of Earth, and
what
this
I
causes
just said
them to
previously
burn
would
with
be
a
good
stunning
to do.
blue flame. Further scientific processes
You'd
also
be dead.
allows there to be a
You'd be
flow
very
of
dead.
molten sulfur that also has the same striking blue flame. At night is really when you get quite a show from this coloring, as it quite literally looks like a flow of blue lava. The other incredible thing about this location is that there is a 1 kilometer wide caldera that is filled with turquoise blue water. The water color, while it looks gorgeous, is a result of the extreme acidity as well as a high concentration of dissolved metals. It truly is an astonishing place to look at and really is quite magnificent. In our number 4 spot today, we have
bet.
the Double Tree. This double tree is located in Italy, and when you look at it, at first it simply just doesn't quite seem possible. Referred to as the Double Tree of Casorzo, this is a healthy cherry tree
What
that
the
is growing
heck?
out of a mulberry tree. This isn't the first ever case of a parasitic tree, but what sets this one apart is its health and longevity. Previous examples of parasitic trees have been small, stunted trees that don't live for very long, but in this case, these trees are fully formed and healthy, and no one is really
Imagine
quite sure
there's
how this all
another
happened.
tree
The
that
roots
would
of the
grow,
cherry tree were
make
able
it,
to
and
push
that
through
would be
the
Jack and the
mulberry tree's
Beanstalk
trunk,
coming
where they
to
could
life.
extend into the soil below, and thus the
the
healthiest
name?
double tree ever was born.
I don't
In our
know
number 3
anything.
spot today, we have Cape Melville. Cape Melville is located in Australia and is the home to one of the lost worlds of the Earth. It truthfully wasn't discovered until recently, and that is due to the surrounding wall of granite boulders that are hundreds
heck?
of feet tall. But inside this stone wall is an amazing, mysterious, and uncharted rainforest, which is just the coolest thing. Because of the more recent discovery and the lack of exploration, this area has been preserved in its natural state, which is something not easily
How
found
did no
on
one
our
see this?
very overpopulated planet. This place is only accessible by helicopter
According
and
to
has only
Elon
seen
Musk,
one major
it's
scientific
underpopulated.
exploration, but on this one adventure, at least 3 new species were found. I'm sure there will be further research of the area to learn about all of the endemic species that live there and to study how they evolved to fit in this interesting ecosystem.
It
The
is
Earth
a
really is
whole
just so
different
cool.
kind
In our
of
number 2 spot today, we
animal
have the
that, like,
Devil's
is
Kettle.
huge.
This area is said to hold one of Minnesota's greatest mysteries. As the
Because, like, you know, like how scientists say, like, there's like 8 billion that we not discovered, like a lot, not, I don't know, I'm just saying 8 billion is a random number, but a lot of species but all those species are just like little insects that you just, who cares if that they're not discovered. They're like there's another type of species of ant. Who cares about that? But one of them is like a huge, large animal that's like that is just like a super completely different kind of breed. That would be cool, or not cool, depending on if it kills humans or not.
Brule
Just checking.
River flows through in order to make its way toward Lake Superior. There's a point where it makes an 800-foot drop in 8 miles. Because of this journey through time, waterfalls have been created as the water erodes the rocky terrain. One waterfall in particular is the one we want to talk about today. The stream splits into 2 as it falls over the edge. One of the 2 streams flows exactly how you would think it does, while the other is a little more mysterious. On this side, the water
doesn't follow
rushes
its
into
brother
a
stream.
cavern that seems to go nowhere. The cavern never fills up somehow, but no one can figure out where the water is going. It's a strange phenomenon
just
that has
absorbs
resulted
into
in the
the
fall
rock.
gaining the nickname the Devil's Kettle. It is said that people have tried to place things in the water that might help show them where the water is flowing to, but despite these efforts, the items were just never seen again. In our number 1 spot today, we have Hessdalen Valley. This is an area that is located in rural central Norway, and while I'm sure it's a wonderful place, we are specifically talking today about what is called the Hessdalen lights. These lights are of unknown origin. They appear in both the day and the night, and they sort of float through the valley. It is said that the time where the lights appeared the most
Why did she say it? I'm sure it's a lovely place, but no, it's not a lovely place at all. Like, that's what she sounded like. Like, no, it's terrible, but like that place. Like, if you lived it, that would be awesome to see those lights. You know,
between the end of 1981 to 1984,
might
with
be
15 to 20
harmful for
sightings
your eyes,
per week, but that as of 2010, sightings of the lights is now only around 10 to 20 times annually. The lights are usually white, yellow, or red, and sometimes they appear for only a few seconds, while other times they'll stick around for over an hour. The weirdest thing to me is that these lights move. Sometimes they move insanely fast, other times they're slowly swaying back and forth, sometimes they're just hovering there. No one knows where these lights come from, and I'm just gonna say it. Aliens. There are some currently working hypotheses that one day we might be able to explain
she's just
this
making it
phenomenon,
more
but for
exaggerated
now,
for the video.
Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya. Have fun. I hope you enjoyed. Which possible scientifically impossible place would you want to visit? You know, my bet, what I would want to visit would be the let me see, the blue lava, even though it's pretty crazy. Actually, nah. I would be the stupid one that would actually go into the water and die. But what a good death that would be. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share, and I hope to see you in another video.